Please, tell me, have you ever dreamt of being a millionaire? A pretty life, a couple of planes, a mansion in the Caribbean and a firm generating your celebrated sort of sweet? Well, why not? Real millionaires can afford all this. But yeah, not all the owners of huge fortunes like to waste money. Even though they will be given an opportunity to live an extravagant life, they continues to be a modest and economical people, or they just hide carefully their wealth and luxury items, in such a way that no one could ever find them. And now we are gonna show you the most modest rich people. The CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, described as the Sage of Omaha, is one of the world's most famous humble people. He dines at the local Dairy Queen, not surprisingly, one of his investments. He lives in the same modest ranch-style house he bought a half-century ago for $31,500. He picks up his investment tips from financial newspapers he picks up at the drugstore, or conversations he has at a local coffee shop. He shuns fancy electronic gear and plays a ukulele, entertaining hundreds of fans who gather each year near his home in Nebraska to hear his financial predictions. He's pretty good at those, having built a modest fortune into a personal worth of more than $60 billion. He has a policy of investing in things and people he knows well, things like soft drink makers, oil companies, automakers, and food suppliers. He believes you should invest your money on things you use on a regular basis. Not a bad life credo. Oh, and he does use credit cards, one of which is a low-level American Express green card, not one of those luxury cards for the ultra-rich. Mark Zuckerberg. You might not think of this as what rich people do, but Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg has been seen driving an Acura valued at around $30,000. Zuckerberg also wears jeans and a t-shirt nearly every day despite a net worth of more than $117 billion, according to Forbes. Sex and the City star Sarah Jessica Parker's journey to fame and fortune is one of the great celebrity rags to riches stories. She grew up as one of 8 children in a family that spent time on welfare, according to the New York Times. But Parker has kept her frugal ways despite her fame and $150 million fortune, and she's passing her habits on to her own children. For example, she dressed her son in clothes that have been handed down from her nephews. Queen Elizabeth II is famously frugal, demanding all palace light bulbs be low wattage and turned off while not in use, reusing wrapping paper, darning frayed sheets rather than replacing them, and using the same handbag for up to 40 years, the UK's Express reported. That frugality keeps every possible penny circulating within what Forbes referred to in March as the royal family's $28 billion money machine, which funnels hundreds of millions of pounds into the UK economy every year. Rob Gronkowski. Despite a net worth of $45 million and a status as one of the most endorsable athletes on earth, Rob Gronkowski is very careful about not spending money recklessly. He wrote in his 2015 book, It's Good to Be Gronk, that he has yet to spend a dime of his NFL paychecks or even his signing bonus. He's lived off the money he receives from endorsements, avoiding pricey cars and wearing his favorite pair of blue jeans from high school.